We continue on with our MLB previews, finding us in the AL Central, where once again we are asking what is the biggest question facing each team heading into the 2024 season. Let's go! Kicking off in the AL Central with the Minnesota Twins, and for me the biggest question asked about the Minnesota Twins heading into this season is, will revenue questions bring disappointment? And in the offseason, the Minnesota Twins really weren't able to do much because of some financial issues around the funding coming in terms of TV revenue. Now, they have that sorted out, but it was a little too late to make any big splashes in the offseason. So losing Sonny Gray, the trade of Jorge Polanco, they weren't really able to fill in any necessary pieces there. The loss of Kenta Maeda takes away some starting pitching depth as well. I think Minnesota's got the best lineup in this division and expect some breakouts from young players like Royce Lewis, Matt Wallner as they continue to move forward in their careers. The question will always be, can Byron Buxton and Carlos Correa stay healthy and productive? The rotation lacks a lot of depth. They still have Pablo Lopez to front that rotation. Joe Ryan, I expect to take a step forward as well. The bullpen with Joan Duran looks very, very solid still. So if they can add a little bit of starting pitching from somewhere within the organization, they should be okay. But you have to wonder if those financial difficulties in the offseason are going to catch up to them later this year. With the Detroit Tigers, we've kind of seen this story before, but the question I have is, can the young emerging talent put together a full 162 game season? Riley Green looked very good when healthy last year. Kerry Carpenter took a very big step forward for the Tigers, and Spencer Torkelson had the kind of second half that Detroit Tiger fans have been waiting for. So if they can all put it together, and ace Tarek Skubal stay healthy, and the new acquisitions in the rotation, like Kenta Maeda and Jack Flaherty, if they can produce, this has the makings of a very good Tiger team. However, this has the potential to fall apart as well if the young guys can't follow through and the veterans are injured or banged up once again. So there is an opportunity here in Detroit to take a big step forward, but we have to see if they can do it for a full 162. Remember back to the 2022 playoffs when the Cleveland Guardians had the youngest team in the postseason and everybody thought they were going to lock up this division for years to come? Yeah, that didn't work out so well in 2023, and you have to wonder, can the young players rebound? Stephen Kwan didn't have as good a year, and with stolen bases up, his value maybe took a bit of a hit in the offseason. Andre Jimenez didn't have a great year. Oscar Gonzalez basically disappeared. Josh Naylor had a very good year, and Jose Ramirez continued to be Jose Ramirez, but they need more. There's a young emerging rotation in Cleveland with guys like Tanner Bybee, Gavin Williams, Logan Allen. If Tristan McKenzie and Shane Bieber can be healthy, this has the makings of a very, very good rotation. They just need to figure out a way how to score some runs consistently, and they should be able to win games. And if they aren't, you have to wonder how much longer until Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase have left in Cleveland, or are they going to be out the door very soon? In Chicago, the White Sox are rebuilding, and it makes a lot of sense. But the next question for the White Sox has to be, who's the next piece out the door? At time of recording, Dylan Cease is still in White Sox camp. We thought he was going to be traded. He's probably the biggest piece still remaining with the White Sox. So for White Sox fans, they have to hope he gets off to a very good start this season and can bring back a lot of prospects in the future trade. Eloy Jimenez has to stay healthy, or he could become a very good trade piece. Yohan Moncada is in the same boat. Michael Kopech might be an option to trade out the door. The White Sox are starting to accumulate some talent, but their farm system hasn't been good for a while, so they're going to have to get a lot of pieces back to really be able to improve this team in this rebuild. There's some potential coming with Colson Montgomery at shortstop. Andrew Vaughn could take a step forward this year as well. So hopefully the rebuild goes faster for White Sox fans. But right now it looks like they need to see who's the next guy out the door. Finally, in Kansas City, there has been all kinds of improvement. The lineup is better with Hunter Renfroe and Adam Frazier. The rotation is better. Seth Lugo, Michael Wacha. The bullpen is better. John Schreiber, Chris Stratton, Will Smith. This has the makings of a much, much improved Kansas City Royals team. Bobby Witt Jr. is locked up long-term with that new 11-year contract. There's a lot to like in Kansas City. So the question is, can the new improvements push them towards a playoff run? Now you have to remember, the Kansas City Royals lost 106 games last year. They won only 56. So a 20-game turnaround, which is absolutely massive, still does not get them to 500. They are going to need everything to break right. A bounce back from Brady Singer, a healthy Vinny Pasquantino, a much improved MJ Melendez. All of these things need to work out for Kansas City to have a chance at a playoff run, but we'll see if they can all work out, and if they all do, we might be talking playoffs in Kansas City. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of another video here on 3 Up, 3 Down. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please think about doing so. I greatly appreciate all the support as we try to make it to 500 subscribers. As always, go check out one of my previous videos talking about baseball analytics or trade trees. And until next time, take care, everyone.